So what do you think is the most severe? I mean, I know you missed a couple of games. What was that? What was that injury?
Well, I missed 3 games. I don't even know what year. I had a groin injury.
Yeah.
And then last year I had a broken thumb, but I just played through that all year. So it's like that's like didn't even happen.
So this is a very odd thing for you.
Yeah, it's a fluke. I've never, besides those 3 games I missed a few years ago, I've never missed a game since 9th grade football. So it's really weird to have to, miss a game and not really know what to do at this point.
When did you break your thumb last year?
In the Oakland game, the first Oakland, Las Vegas game, sorry. Old school, I'm used to call the first Vegas game.
What happened?
I broke my thumb. Something broke in there. I don't know. Just
Okay.
saw my left hand, so I was able to finish out the season and be fine. Got surgery afterwards, but it's been fine, held up fine. And didn't really consider that an injury because I didn't miss any. I didn't even miss a snap or anything. I didn't miss any practices or anything. So to me, that really wasn't an injury. It was just an inconvenience.
Did you know when it happened yesterday immediately? So it looks like you kind of
Yeah, I knew
something
right
was-
away. I
yeah.
felt it once I wrapped up the guy. I felt it right away. I knew something happened. So tried to get on the sideline and snap a couple to see if I could do it, and I was unable. And yeah.
So tomorrow, I guess you'll get a second opinion.
Yeah, tomorrow will be the final say in what's going to go down and what's going to happen.
So if for whatever reason you can't come back this year, would you want to continue playing after this year, or have you kind of given?
Yeah, no, I've had a long career. I'm not going to go out on an injury. So gotta go out on a good note, kind of the way I want to. I'm not going to let an injury be the thing that takes me out of playing football. So
I apologize if this was asked already, but just how frustrating was it on the sideline seeing the end of the game that you couldn't be out there for those moments?
it just sucked, Just like I said, I told them I've had injuries before, and I've been able to play through them, whether it's a groin or a thumb or other little things here and there. Just to not be able to play through it kind of really sucked.
Clark, helping Cal along during training camp and preseason, what did you see in him and how did you influence him?
He's a good snapper. I mean, he was the best in college last year. He's a good snapper, and I just kind of keep trying to tell him to have confidence, go out there and he's good enough. I knew that he had a chance to take my job this year in camp. I thought he was that good, so I believe that he's going to be just fine and he'll get the job done. Just have the confidence to go out there and do what we train to do all the time.
Were you able to give any support to Mitch yesterday? During
Just a few words, just to focus on the snap. Don't really worry about what happens afterwards. The most important thing is the snap. Even on punts, he had one punt. Even if they rushed, our line is good enough to help him out on that fact. He just needs to worry that Kevin can get the ball when he needs to, and I think he did a good job. He's, like I said before, he's not here to be a long snapper. He's here to be a tight end, and he did perfectly fine. And when he was called in to go in the game and do what he had to do.
Was yesterday proof of, we don't talk about long snapper enough, but the importance of the position?
Yeah, I've been saying I need a pay raise for years, but yeah, I mean, it just shows it's not just not taking anything away from an offensive center, but it's not the same thing. It's not just tossing the ball back in a general vicinity. It's being very precise and on time and everything. So yeah, it just shows that we are a specified position and we are needed. It's not just a position you can put by the wayside.
Yeah, a lot of people are probably asking about why a center can't go out and be. Why is it so specialized, different, even though both technically look like the same thing?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I snap with 2 hands. He snaps with 1. I mean, it's it's just a big difference about it. His snaps are 4 yards, and he's kind of snapping upwards to somebody where the field goes more backwards, and it's just different. I mean, like you said, it looks similar, but it's really not.
How difficult it is as a long snapper just to come in cold, not knowing that you're going to have your number called that day for what Mitch did?
It's ridiculously hard. I mean, that's something that you like. He trains for. He has done snaps in the week during the week, and not during like actual team reps, but he'll be over there with us before or after practice, getting snaps in and practicing. So I mean, he does it, but having me here for so long, never missing a snap once I'm in the game is kind of puts the backup snapper at ease. It's kind of just. He doesn't have to think about it really. He can focus on his other special teams, any offense he might be involved in. But just to come in cold and the middle of the third quarter is that's tough to do. But like I said, I think he did plenty good to do what he had to do.
How critical is that symmetry between the snapper, the holder, and the kicker, and how do you get that down?
Just through years of practice. I mean, me and Kevin have been together for 13 years. I know that every snap doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, because even if it's not, he'll be able to get the ball down. But he expects me to be perfect, and most of the time I try to be. So as long as we can get those two things, I feel like it's pretty easy for Evan to put him through the uprights. So.
What's this like emotionally for you? Like, you know how good this team is, what this team's capable of doing. You might not be able to be out there all the time.
Yeah, it sucks. I don't know. Just like I said, I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. We'll see for sure. But yeah, anytime I'm not out there, I hate it. You know, especially in the middle of the game, not being able to come back. But especially, I'm going to be around the building regardless of what happens. I'm going to be hanging out with the guys, trying to help Cal as much as possible, help as much as I can with the other special teams. So emotionally, it sucks, but I'll get through it. We're football players. That's what we do. It's injuries; they happen. I just have been fortunate for the past 16 years to not really get injured.
Kevin's going to put a little bit of air between him and you now.
Yeah, I know. That's why I got to see how long I got to last now. A few more years now, I guess.
Got to make at least 40. I
I
guess.
know. I guess so.
What do you like about Cal as a snapper and as a guy in the room?
He's got the he's got confidence. He's got the demeanor. When he was the guy for the preseason games, he never really he didn't really look nervous. He didn't give off any nervous energy. He was real calm, collected, and he went out and did a great job. So I got all the confidence in the world in him.